All right, welcome to The Explainer. Let's dive right in. If you're a parent, caregiver, or honestly anyone who spends time around kids, you know the absolute struggle of dealing with a picky eater. I mean, negotiating over a single piece of broccoli can literally feel like a high-stakes hostage situation, right? But what if we just completely flip the script? Today, we're not just talking about dry, clinical nutrition. We are going to transform those everyday vitamins and minerals into exciting, tangible superpowers that kids will actually want to eat. Now, check out this stat from recent pediatric nutrition research. 1 in 4 children in developed countries experience micronutrient deficiencies. Let that sink in for a second. 1 in 4. And here's the crazy part. It's not because they don't have access to food. It's usually because they just aren't getting the right variety of nutrient-dense whole foods. So they might be eating plenty of calories, sure, but their bodies are quietly starving for the essential building blocks of life. So that brings us to the ultimate question. Is your child getting the right superpowers to grow? Because when we reframe essential nutrients as literal superpowers that growing bodies urgently need, it changes everything. Suddenly, a carrot isn't just some boring orange stick on a plate. It's a tool for super night vision. In this explainer, we're going to decode exactly how to give kids these superpowers, and we're going to do it visually, clearly, and practically. Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the child nutrition puzzle, then tackle the ABCs of vitamins, move into mighty minerals, show you how to spot hidden nutrient deficiencies, and finally, we'll break down exactly how to eat the rainbow.
Okay, Section 1, the ABCs of vitamins, discovering invisible superpowers. So to really understand these invisible superpowers, we first have to realize that our bodies actually can't make vitamins on their own. We have to outsource them from our food. And honestly, this changes how we should talk to kids about eating. On one hand, we have the clinical name, vitamin A. Boring, right? But on the other hand, that's the real-world application, super night vision and immunity. If you tell a kid they need vitamin A, they completely tune you out. But if you tell them that eating sweet potatoes, mangoes, and carrots will give them the power to see in the dark and fight off invisible bugs, boom, you've got their attention. Let's build out this complete arsenal of superpowers. We just covered vitamin A for eyes and skin. Next up is the B complex. You can think of B vitamins as the body's personal energy factory. They convert food into pure energy, so kids can run and jump all day. And you'll find them in whole grains, dairy, and eggs. Then we've got vitamin C, the ultimate immune shield and healer. It's famously in citrus fruits, of course, but it's also super concentrated in amla, or Indian gooseberry. Moving on to vitamin D, our bone builder. We get this naturally from the sun, but also from fatty fish and fortified milk. Vitamin E, that one keeps the heart healthy and the arteries clean. So load up on nuts and avocados there. And finally, vitamin K. This is the one that keeps blood healthy and clotting properly, which, let's face it, is absolutely crucial for all those scraped knees. You'll find it packed into leafy greens like spinach and broccoli. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if your child absolutely refuses to eat those leafy greens? Well, here is a fantastic practical trick. If a kid rejects a raw vegetable because it's just too crunchy or bitter, try cooking it. Applying heat actually breaks down the natural sugars and tough fibers in the veggies. So roasting or steaming them makes vegetables sweeter, softer, and way less bitter. It makes the whole experience much more appealing to a sensitive palate. Moving on to Section 2, mighty minerals for kids, the building blocks. If vitamins are the invisible superpowers, think of minerals as the structural foundation, literally the physical building blocks of a growing body. Let's start with a real heavy hitter, iron. Iron is basically the body's delivery system. It carries oxygen in the blood, drives brain development, and gives kids their daily strength. You'll find high amounts of iron in spinach, legumes, and even sweet treats like dates and jaggery. And hey, here's a massive pro tip from our sources. If you pair iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like say squeezing a little lemon over a spinach salad, it acts as a catalyst and significantly boosts the body's ability to absorb that iron. Game changer. Next up, we have calcium. This is the supreme bone builder and teeth strengthener. Growing skeletons are just incredibly hungry for calcium. And while we all know dairy and milk are the classic sources, you can also easily get this from finger millets like ragi, or even from sesame seeds and tofu. Rounding out our mighty minerals is zinc. Think of zinc as a powerful protective force field. It supports the immune system, fuels physical growth, and even steps in to help heal cuts and scrapes. It's the ultimate protector, and you can easily sneak it into a child's diet through whole grains, beans, and nuts. Which brings us to Section 3, spotting hidden nutrient deficiencies when power runs low. So, what actually happens when these superpowers start running low? Well, here are the physical red flags that can show up in the real world. If you notice unusually pale skin, especially on the palms or the inner eyelids, combined with just constant fatigue, that is a classic sign of an iron deficiency. Meanwhile, bone pain or delayed growth can signal a lack of vitamin D. If a child is getting muscle cramps or has weak bones, calcium might be the missing puzzle piece. And if you're seeing noticeably slow growth paired with a total loss of appetite, that could point straight to a zinc deficiency.
Now, I want to pause here for a second and offer some serious reassurance. Listen, picky eating is incredibly normal. It's just a standard developmental phase most kids go through. However, if that picky eating is accompanied by constant fatigue, frequent infections, or poor growth, those are red flags. And that is exactly when it's time to seek a pediatrician's guidance. Please don't just rush out and buy some high-dose adult multivitamin, because that can actually do more harm than good. Always get professional medical advice to figure out exactly what your child needs.
All right, Section 4, How to Eat the Rainbow, the Practical Superpower Strategy.
This brings us to the absolute best real food solution. Different colors literally equal different superpowers. Let's map it out. Step 1, red foods like tomatoes and strawberries are packed with nutrients for heart health and memory. Step 2, orange and yellow foods like carrots and mangoes, they protect eyesight and boost the immune system. Step 3, green foods like broccoli and spinach build bones and give lasting energy. Step 4, blue and purple foods like blueberries and purple cabbage are just incredible for brain health and fighting inflammation. And lastly, Step 5, do not forget the white and brown foods. Cauliflower, mushrooms, and potatoes offer immense support for immunity and provide some seriously vital fiber.
So, what does this daily goal actually look like on a plate? You want to aim for roughly a third of red, orange, or yellow, a third green, and a third blue, purple, or white. Depending on their age, kids need about 1 to 3 cups of these varied, colorful vegetables every single day to capture all those unique vitamins and minerals. And hey, it doesn't have to be in one sitting. You can totally spread it out across snacks and meals throughout the day. And to help you get those veggies on the plate, try using these mind-blowing facts to spark some curiosity. Did you know that carrots were actually originally purple before farmers bred the orange ones we have today? Or how about this? When you eat broccoli, you are actually eating hundreds of tiny unopened flowers. Crazy, right? Cucumbers are 95% water. They're basically nature's original sports drink. And tomatoes, technically, they are fruits. Sharing these little pieces of trivia can completely transform mealtime from a battlefield into an adventure. As we start to wrap up this explainer, I really want you to focus on this quote. Eating the rainbow isn't about being perfect. It's about helping kids connect food with fun, color, and health. That right there is your main takeaway. Serving diverse, real food in a fun, pressure-free way is always going to be way more effective than stressing out over the perfect diet. Celebrate the small wins. Even if it's just getting them to touch or smell a new vegetable, it all counts.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. What new color will your child discover at dinner tonight? Is it going to be a purple carrot, a white cauliflower cloud, or maybe a green broccoli tree? Have fun with it, unleash those nutritional superpowers, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.